Hello and welcome back to the Wrestling Waffle with Luke and Memphis, but we are not with Memphis today, we are with our special guest.
Tom,
Big Tom. Come
Yeah.
closer to the mic just in case.
I am here to cause some controversy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are doing our Elimination Chamber predictions. I'm not with Memphis today because we couldn't be together because he's on the other side of the country. So I'm with Tom. He stepped in. And yeah, we'll be doing our Elimination Chamber predictions. I was going to put Memphis's in at the end, but he's not messaged me his predictions at all. So if he does, they'll be put at the end of this video. But anyway, Elimination Chamber this Saturday. This is recorded on it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Forgot the day.
It is.
And we'll kick things off with the Women's Elimination Chamber between Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair, Roxanne Perez, Bayley, and Naomi.
Okay. So, I had an opinion on this until I saw the title change on Monday night. So, I originally had Liv Morgan to win the chamber and go on to face Rhea and finish that whole feud that they had 2024. But now they've won the tag titles, I think Liv can kind of be wrote out of it a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
So I've gone for either Bianca or Naomi.
We need
But
one.
I feel like if I had to pick one, it would be Bianca. But I feel like something's going to happen between them. Possible Jade return, setting up Mania.
I don't know if she returns yet. I think she returns on a SmackDown, but
possible. That's how. That's the only way I see something happening between Bianca and Naomi.
yeah,
Unless they let their egos get over the top. But
yeah, I agree.
I would go with Bianca.
I'm gonna go with Bianca as well. I think they are gonna actually do Rhea and Bianca this year. I just wish it had. If they are gonna do it like this, I just wish it had more of a build to it because this is the biggest women's match that they can do. But yeah, I think Liv winning the tag titles that takes her out of it. But she still could win it because the chances of the women's tag titles being defended at WrestleMania is incredibly slim, unless it is Liv and Raquel who attacked them. But it's just not. We just know that.
No, we all know that.
We all know that. I think Roxanne, you can take her out of it. She's just in there just for the spotlight.
I hope she has a good showing though.
Yeah, she definitely will.
Have a good showing.
She definitely will. I hope she sets her thing up with Bayley. That's what I hope happens. But yeah, I think you can write Bayley out of it as well. Same with Naomi. I know where you're coming from with like Bianca and Naomi between them two, but
I don't think Bayley's been involved enough.
For
like that sort of stuff. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
I
agree. I think Alexa's just in there because she's come back, but I wouldn't be surprised. It would not surprise me if she gets like a shock win. It's one of them, but I think anyone can win this really.
Yeah, it's really unpredictable.
Really unpredictable.
Yeah, just like the men's really, but we'll get onto that.
Yeah, we'll get onto that last because that's the most important. Anyway, moving on, we'll go Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae.
Match of the night.
It will not be match. It will not be match of the night. It will not be match of the night.
Yeah, match of the night. Easy. Easy. That's the match I'm watching it for, not the chamber matches.
Okay. Memphis loves Liv Morgan and you love Tiffany Stratton. There's no, I can't escape.
I mean, I was buzzing when she cashed in. Not gonna lie.
I think we all were.
Hey,
we all were.
Match of the night though.
It will not be. I'm not having this.
So, I've had Tiffy and Trish to win because it's Trish's home country for one, and two, I don't think Tiffy's coming to the end of a title reign yet. I think if she's coming towards the end of a title reign, she's going to get beat by Charlotte. Then maybe Nia pins her to keep her in like that title picture, but I can't see it. I think Tiffy will retain at Mania, so I think it's just another character build for Tiffany.
Yeah, personally. I hope so. Yeah.
So
yeah, I've gone Tiffany and Trish as well, just for like the return of Trish and everything. And I do hope Tiffany retains against Charlotte at Mania because I don't want another Charlotte reign.
She'll get the pin. She'll get the pin on Candice.
Candice will take the pin.
Nia won't. Yeah.
But if Nia and Candice win, I can see Tiffany taking it. Or I think either of them could really, but just for the heel heat. But I've gone Tiffany and Trish. It's just one of their matches. It's just on the card. You could have had Bron Breakker and AJ Styles, but we've got this instead.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. Jokes aside, agreed.
Yeah, there's no title matches. You could have put Bron and AJ. I would have loved that, but anyway, we've
Save
both
it
gone.
for Mania though.
You could, but I think they'll do a multi-man match personally.
Another ladder match or
Probably, or some kind of random match. But moving on, we both gone Tiffany and Trish. Next, unsanctioned match. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens.
See, I went into this thinking it could go either way, but I'm going to say no contest.
No contest.
Yeah. I'm going to say that Kevin Owens hits another pile driver. And Sami can't continue. So Kevin would technically win, but like he wouldn't pin him, he'd just get stopped.
It just gets stopped and then Kevin...
Considering that even though it's unsanctioned, I think it'd be that bad. It'll make it look that bad.
Yeah.
They'll stop it. But yeah, I think Kevin will technically take it.
Yeah, I've gone Kevin as well. I think Randy Orton maybe returns in it, which could be a potential reason why Sami would win. But I think them playing on this Sami not being cleared, I think it's kind of obvious that they want a Kevin win here.
I don't see a way in for Orton in this.
I know. I can see
I
where you're
don't see
coming
a
from.
way in. Like with Sami, I don't see a way in. If it was still Kevin Cody, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't see a way in for Orton in this.
Yeah.
So
I think Orton will return on the build to Mania instead of here, just because it makes more sense.
I wouldn't be surprised at that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Kevin just because of Sami having this injury and whatnot. I think it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on. Cody gives The Rock an answer.
Go on, you say yours first.
He'll say no. He will not. He will not sell his soul. That he won't sell his soul.
So I've got an argument factor.
Have you?
So, I do agree. He probably will say no, but that means if Cena wins the Chamber, per se, that means it's babyface against babyface at Mania in the main event.
I can see where you're coming from here.
Like, this is like what I kind of thought up in my head. Cause I knew you was going to say you wouldn't. So I kind of thought up of an argument factor so we can make a conversation out of it. So, what if Cody says yes, sells out, turns heel, and The Rock sends Cody out at Mania to try and get revenge on Cena for what he did to him in WrestleMania. Was it 29 when he took the title off?
29 when he beat him, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he's trying to get revenge on Cena, trying to ruin his farewell tour with his champion going out instead.
I can see what you mean. I can see where you're coming from.
It's a way to go.
Because I know what you mean by the babyface and babyface thing. And I'm going to say Cody says no, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cody doesn't give The Rock a straight answer. He's kind of conflicted about it because then it adds that if Cena does win the Chamber, I'm not saying he will.
Yeah.
There's a good chance he will. But if Cody doesn't give him a straight answer, it gives Cody that more of like a heel going into Mania kind of thing, and then Cena's the full-on babyface, where Cody's more like a conflicted, so it's not...
A bit like a Punk, a bit like...
Yeah, in the middle.
Yeah,
like how, like, I was going to say Drew, but he's just a full-on heel now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that happening, but I think it'll be really interesting what happens. Like, I'm interested in it now.
I think he'll say no as well, but I'm just saying that is a way they could swing it. So it's not like it's completely predictable.
Yeah.
But I think he will say no as well, just because of who he is.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I do think someone will sell their soul, though, to The Rock. But we'll get to that in the men's chamber predictions. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, John Cena, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre.
Well, Priest has no chance.
Priest does not have a chance.
I don't see the point in him being there. I just don't see the point. I mean, I said there's a case for everyone except him.
Yeah.
I just don't see the point. There could have been a few other options I could have threw in there instead of him.
Yeah, but I think they've got Priest of this.
Jacob Fatu could have been thrown in there,
yeah.
But I suppose they don't want to get him pinned.
They don't want him getting pinned anytime soon. That's the thing, they're too scared to do it.
Yeah.
They're too scared. But Priest is in there, obviously he's a former world champion, so...
But we can write him off.
Yeah, we'll write him off. I think you can write Logan off as well.
Yeah.
I think this match
It's not his time.
It's not his time. He's not main event in WrestleMania, ever. And if he better not.
Well,
He better not. We've had this conversation before
well,
about him being world champion as well.
we have had the conversation, but you know, he's a big star.
I know, but he's not.
You go on about Jey Uso shouldn't be main event in WrestleMania, which I completely disagree. But
I know
I'm going to go into this without my emotion and say that Jey Uso was in the main event because of his sales.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's exactly what Logan could be. Not this year. Not this year. I'm not saying he's going to win that chamber, but you saying ever, I'm going to go against that because he could be.
He could. He could. But
he's a big star.
If he does, I just hope it's World Heavyweight Championship, not WWE.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed on that. Actually.
That'll be the only thing. So I think you can write them two off. I think you can kind of write Seth off as well.
Yeah, I've got a thing for him, but go on.
Yeah. I think he'll face Roman at Mania.
Possible Roman return?
Maybe. I think Roman costing Seth and potentially Punk the Chamber as well is an option. But
I think it would just be Seth personally.
You think he just cost Seth?
Yeah, because I mean, Seth was the only one who attacked him.
Yeah.
At the Rumble. They had a bit of a verbal, Punk and Reigns, but it weren't like Seth just come out of nowhere and curb stomped him. So
yeah, because I think if they do that triple threat at Mania, it's quite pointless.
Yeah,
agreed. You could put them. You could put either three of them in better matches, like singles matches, like Seth, Roman, and then put Punk in a different match. Whether he faces Logan or
I was gonna say,
Cody.
Is he gonna face Logan?
Because this match is loser faces Logan. So for Punk or Cena, whoever loses faces Logan. So
who do you think's gonna win? That's the big question.
I haven't got to my Cena or Drew argument yet. Drew, I think Drew will be the one that sells his soul to The Rock.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I know Drew's already a heel, so it's kind of like, oh, but he's already a heel. But if he sells his soul to The Rock and joins The Rock, it adds this much darker part to his character, which I think would be perfect for someone to dethrone Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, which would then lead to a title reign.
A Drew McIntyre title reign in front of fans. But
finally.
But I've always said, I'll always stick to it, Cody's reign will not end at the WrestleMania after he wins it. It'll end at the SummerSlam after the one before where he retained it against. So he'll lose it at the upcoming SummerSlam is what I'm trying to say. That's where I think he'll lose it. And I've always said it should be Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins. I did say Solo Sikoa at first because of the you're not ready stuff, but how wrong I was.
Yeah, Solo's just been squashed. So
yeah.
That's not
he just loses. He's been pinned by Priest. Not that saying that's a bad thing, but if he's a future, he's not really. I think Jacob Fatu's took all the spotlight.
Well,
I think he has.
I'd say rightly so.
I mean, yeah, right, because Jacob
Fatu is way better than Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only got his thumb in he.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Putting it bluntly, so.
But
Yeah.
So I'm going to take... I don't think Drew's going to win it. I think he has a brilliant chance of winning it, but I just don't think he will. And then it's out of Punk or Cena, and I still haven't made my mind up. And we're...
So you're saying that Cody's going to lose it at SummerSlam?
I think whoever wins his chamber, he beats them at Mania.
So you think Cena wins to go on to WrestleMania to lose to Cody Rhodes?
Potentially.
So I don't think you can have Cena lose in a world title match at Mania.
I know what you mean. That's why I'm a bit conflicted now with what I've said this entire time.
So, if we're going that way and Cody has to retain, it's got to be Punk or McIntyre.
Yeah.
I don't think if Cena wins this chamber, he can't lose at Mania.
Yeah, I agree.
But I do think Cena's going to walk out as winner.
You think Cena's going to win?
And beat Cody at Mania.
I'm going to go with Punk. I think Punk's going to win it, and I think it's going to be Cena Logan at Mania. Even though I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all, but...
But does that mean Cena gets wrote in some point down the line for SummerSlam?
I think that might be the place where he wins it. I'm not sure though.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I mean, if you go off my booking, what I would do, I think they should do what I do, but I'm not in charge. But I'm gonna go with Punk. I think. But I don't know now. I don't know.
It's a tough one.
It is so tough.
It's so unpredictable in comparison to the years gone. Yeah. I mean, even all the pay-per-views last year, really, you could predict the winners.
Yeah, agreed. Even SummerSlam.
Yeah,
you could
just tell it was happening. But
yeah,
I think the Royal Rumble was also
the Royal Rumble
quite
was
unpredictable.
Yeah, the most unpredictable it's been in years.
Yeah.
I think everyone had Charlotte winning the Rumble.
Yeah,
I think that was fairly obvious. That's what.
But the men's Rumble.
The men's one was.
I mean, everyone was hoping for Cena to win, and then yeet come through. But
rip everyone's ears. But yeah,
it was deserved.
I'm not having it. Still not having it. I'm gonna go with. I want Cena to win just because I'm going to the Raw, March 31st. So
because then you'd have that build up to the title match, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but
yeah,
Punk has been advertised for the SmackDowns in Europe today. So
okay.
yeah, and obviously Cody's on SmackDown.
And Logan's on Raw.
So I think they're gonna do Cena Logan, but I don't want it.
But they might change between the shows though. You know what it's like in WrestleMania season. Yeah. Everyone's all over the place, and then they get drafted afterwards, don't they?
Yeah, everything's all over the place. But I'm gonna go with Punk, and I think it'll be Cody Punk at Mania.
Oh, it's bold. It
is bold. I wouldn't mind Cena or Punk, but I know as soon as it comes on, I'll just want Cena to win.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with both. To be fair, I think it could go either way.
Yeah, definitely.
I just hope that Cena doesn't lose his title match, whether he gets it at WrestleMania, or whether he gets it at SummerSlam. He can't lose it.
I don't.
He's
think
got
he will.
to get 17.
Yeah, you will get it.
He's got to get 17.
What have you got for your men's chamber notes?
I had Cena to win.
Okay.
But then I obviously put. Let me find it. I put that CM Punk and McIntyre would also have a massive chance at winning the match.
Yeah, they do.
But I have a feeling that Roman will definitely return and cost Seth and set that up.
Okay.
But
yeah, I agree with that.
But it's just stacked, man. It's stacked.
Yeah, it is, and it's just unpredictable. We'll come back
apart from Priest.
No, we'll come back next week and go, I can't believe Priest won the chamber. That's what we'll do.
Nah. This ain't no Brit Awards, mate. We're not picking out the outside and they're going to bloody win. Nah, not having it.
God.
Not having it.
Oh, man. Anyway, yeah, just recap on our predictions. Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca as well.
Tiffany and Trish.
Yeah, same, yeah.
Kevin.
Yeah. Kevin, but, yeah, stopped.
I've said Cody says no. You say...
Cody says no, but I've obviously explained the other way.
You've gaved another... Yeah. So I can see that. And then men's chamber, I've gone with Punk.
I've gone with Cena.
Yes. So, before we go, Memphis has messaged me.
He hasn't messaged the predictions.
He hasn't messaged his predictions. He has not.
Well...
I'll get Memphis to send his over on a voice note, and then I'll include it at the end. So you'll be able to hear his predictions. But yeah, just message him now. Send it on voice note, please. But yeah, Memphis's predictions will be at the end of this. I don't know how long he'll go on for, but yeah. Thank you, Tom, for filling in.
No worries, mate. Anytime. Cause some controversy. Damian Priest to be WWE champion by the
You're never being on this podcast ever again. Anyway, that is it for the Wrestling Waffle. Yeah, we'll be back with our chamber review after obviously the Elimination Chamber. And thank you for listening.
So, here are my predictions for the Elimination Chamber this weekend in Toronto. Now, we're going to start with Kevin and Sammy. I think this could be a really good match. I do think Kevin's going to win. He needs to win. So I'm going to go with Kevin on that one. The women's tag match. Tiffy and Trish. They're going to give Trish a moment in Canada. Tiffy win with the title. So, yeah, Tiffy and Trish for that one. Women's chamber. I still got a feeling they're going to go Liv and Rhea at WrestleMania. So, Liv, Rhea to finish that off. And Liv to win the chamber, obviously. And then finally, the men's chamber. Now, this might be my heart over my head. But John Cena is going to be winning. the men's Elimination Chamber, in my opinion. I think he's going to win 17 at Mania, and I think this is how they do it. Sorry I couldn't be there this week. Hope you've enjoyed the special episode. And yeah, see you next week.